What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Letsi Letolo. You're watching the Bias Reporter, and today I'll be recapping the game between Kaizer Chiefs and Amazulu, which ended up in a 1-1 draw. Before I go any further, just listen to this. Né? We've played 8 games this season so far. I'm not going to count the CAF Confederations game. So, in the first game against Stellenbosch, né, we took 17 shots. Né? 5 were on target. We scored 2 goals from that. Against Polokwane, we took 11 shots. 3 were on target. We scored 1 goal from that. Richards Bay, we took 16 shots. 6 were on target. We scored 1 goal from that. Sundowns, we took 13 shots. 4 were on target. We didn't score a goal from that. Arrows, 21 shots. 7 were on target. We scored 1 goal from that. Sikukuni, we took 16 shots. 8 were on target. We scored 1 goal from that. Marumo, we took 10 shots. 5 were on target. We scored 1 goal. Amazulu, we took 23 shots. 8 were on target. We scored 1 goal from that. So, overall, this season, we have taken 127 shots. We have, of those, 46 were on target. And of those 46, 8 have been goals. Story of our lives, people. That's the story of our lives this season. Okay, first things first, man. Let's get into the formations. I had predicted a 4-2-3-1. Vele. Peterson was in goal. Solomon's right back. Zita was in the mix. Alongside him was Miguel. They've been steady. They've been consistent. Left back was Cross. Mtetwa in the center defensive mid. Alongside him was Ngobo. I predicted those two. I did not predict Modi to start. I put Dupree in my personal lineup. I put Dupree where Moody is. I put Ethan Chislett in the 10. I put Lilepo on the right, and I put Mario attacking. Now, what a game! What a first half! Entertainment galore. Hauro Shabakai, it's an attack. Hauro Shabakada, it's an attack. For the most part, Chiefs were running all over Amazulu. Amazulu were playing a 3-4-3, choosing the right times to attack. In transition, for the most part, they were sitting back and they were looking for the opportunities. Nah? It was all Chiefs. And again, Solomon feels like a new player this season. It seems like we've bought a new player. I like the way he's playing. I like the way he plays on the right. I like his pace. Just when you think you've got the ball away from him, he flicks it a bit forward. I love that. I love Solomon. I think he had a brilliant game. So in the first minute, Modi had a chance. I think it got a deflection, went narrowly wide. A lot of people thought it was a goal. In the early stages of the game, Eckstein had a cross, which narrowly was missed by the right back, who was parading forward in the 4th minute. That was very close. Eckstein is one of the danger men. I said we should watch him and Ngwenya. I said we should watch these danger men. And even if we were having ball control, ball possession throughout the first half, there would always be opportunities for Amazulu to attack in transition, right? In the 8th minute, Kaniso Mayo plays in Lilepo. Brilliant opportunity for Lilepo. You could argue he could have chipped the keeper to put us in the lead, but he didn't. He shot it straight to him, and I think the keeper could easily be man of the match. He was saving things like crazy. You know what I'm saying? He was saving goals like crazy. He was actually quite annoying. So the keeper had a very brilliant game. Lilepo took a shot in the 12th minute, went wide. Lilepo, I don't know, man. I like Lilepo, but he thinks he can shoot from anywhere. You can put Lilepo in Southgate more, than he'll take a shot from there. Why not? Put Lilepo in Canal Walk. You can put him in the Cape Town Stadium. He'll take a shot, hoping that he scores in the FNB Stadium. There needs to be a football IQ sometimes, guys. You know what I'm saying? This season, we've been cooking great dishes. We've been cooking great meals, but we don't finish the plate. We've been making tiramisu, filet mignon. Hey, what are we saying? But we don't finish the plate. We've been cooking great dinners, but we don't finish the meal, and that is our problem. And I agree with my guy Junior Kanya, who says we don't have a guy who takes the game by the scruff of the neck. We don't have. It's almost to say we don't have a leader in attack. We don't have a guy who can come on or start the game and dominate. We don't have a terminator. We don't have a dominator. That's our problem. And we brought 9 players in, and we're still talking about we don't have someone who can take the game by the scruff of the neck. That's one of our problems as well. We get so close, but yet was so far. So close, but yet so far. And then there's a mistake in the 20th minute at the back. All sorts of comedies of error. The ball bumbles alongside Zita. And then what's his face? Makes a cross. Kebang Setola makes a cross. You can argue that Miguel is just ball watching. The danger man in Gwenya headers it. Keeper stood no chance in his near post. 1-0 against the run of play. 1-0 to Amazulu. Up until then, it was all Chiefs. Yes, they had a chance in the beginning of the game, but up until then, it was all Chiefs. We were all over them. Go check the stats. Go check the ball position. Go check the shots. It was all us. Frustrating. 26th minute controversy. It was the 28th minute, I beg your pardon. Controversy. Penalty given. Now, there's a lot of debate on this penalty on whether it should have been allowed or not. To be fair, if I'm going to be absolutely fair, I think it was a harsh penalty. I think it was a harsh penalty, and as much as I hate to say this, you can argue, look, justice was served. Lelepo steps up. First of all, the penalty hit the defender on his side and bounced off onto his arm. And you can argue, Guti, hey, there was nothing you can do about that. Some people will say, look, his arms are not in a natural position. Where his arms, sorry about that. Where are his arms supposed to be? So, long story short, I think it was a wrong decision by the referee, and Lelepo steps up to take the penalty. Everybody's excited, and then Lelepo misses. Lelepo misses his chance to make it 1-1. And look, we were not sad for too long, because in the 32nd minute, Chawalala scores a goal, beautiful on the counter. Moody gives him the assist. He shoots it. The keeper tries to save. He goes a bit low. He chips it over him with a little bit of pace to make it 1-1. I was happy for Chabalala. It's been a while since he scored. I think he had a decent game in this game against Amazulu. In fact, a lot of the guys had a good game. It was just our finishing, to be absolutely honest. And there was an opportunity for Ngobo in the 37th minute where he beat, in the attacking third, he beat like 2 players. He got into the 18 area, the penalty box, and he tried to go for a placement shot where I think he should have blasted it. He should have blasted it to the far corner. Boom! Keep it low, maybe, because we know he's got that finesse in his left leg, in his left foot. There was a bit of a tame shot by my guy Ngobo. I like the guy. I think he's still growing. And while I'm talking about Ngobo, I think this guy is growing game by game. Ox. I think he's growing game by game, and I think he's doing exactly what a defensive midfielder should do. We could argue, Guti, we might need a a ball-carrying midfielder. But I think Ox is doing what the best he can do. He's protecting the defense. He's destroying counter-attacks. Shout out to my guy. And then what do we have? The 10th, in the 43rd minute, one of the saddest moments I've seen all season, apart from penalty misses. This guy has an opportunity to score, and he does. Modi has the opportunity to score on the left. A ball has been given through to him. I think it's from Chabalala. Mayo Khatekemang, this guy does a brilliant thing. He chips the keeper. Now, there's no defender close. No defender can clear that ball. While he's chipping, as he touches the ball, Mayo's in an offside position. And so he should have left that ball. That ball, he should have left it. Sorry, my mother's calling. I'm going to have to put her on hold for this one. I'll call her after this video, innit? As Modi is shooting, no defender can clear it. Mayo is in an offside position. As the ball is almost over the line, Mayo, I don't understand if it's eagerness or youthfulness or anxiety, he shoots the ball in, making him offside. You could see the frustration on Modi's face, and of course from there, Mayo was going to try and rectify his mistake in the game. Look, the first half, it was ours in terms of possession, in terms of shots on goal, everything. Second half, you could even see Solomons was a little bit tired. He kept his position. Cross made a couple of few runs forward, but for the most part, we gave our slowing down. It gave Amazulu chances to start to go forward. It was a game of two halves, and I think we should try and focus on playing a 90-minute game, all right? It got so bad in the second half for Lelepo. He was just wasteful. His football IQ was not where we know it can be in the final third, that even the fans started to get frustrated. Everywhere you turned in the stadium, people were doing this. And you know what this means? This has been in the South African culture for years, isn't it? And I think I don't know if the coaches were going to substitute him anyway, or if they felt pressure from the fans, but Lepo came off. We brought on Da Silva. Heck, Da Silva even had a chance himself. Hey, Da Silva. He had a chance where Serino, because Duba and Serino were brought on a bit later as well. So there was a chance where Serino put in a nice ball, through ball, easy. You could argue that it was a bit too hard, the pass, but this guy he was almost one-on-one with the keeper on the left-hand side. He shot straight to him where he should have chipped him, Da Silva. So that was another frustrating opportunity that we did not take. Right? Serino did well. What else can you ask Serino to do? All you need is one moment, guys. All you need is one moment. And Amazulu's goal proves it. We are at a point whereby we need 15 chances to score a goal. And our opposition could need 3. And they would score. The coaches must be, the 2 assistant coaches must be pulling their hair out, thinking, what else can we do? We've tried this. We've tried this starting lineup. We've tried these players. It's always the same result. We're not finishing. If I'm these coaches, I'm working extra hard on set pieces. I'm working extra hard on stability when we lose possession in midfield and we're being attacked. I'm working on decision making and just teaching the players to stay calm. If that's even possible, teaching the players to stay calm in the final third and know when to pass and know when to shoot. Just slow the ball down, keep your head up when you have to, so you can see what's around you, right? I need to sort of come up with a trustworthy penalty taker, a trustworthy free kick taker. Because Lelepo, we love him, but why is Lelepo the free kick taker? I don't understand. Why is he the designated free kick taker? And why is he the designated penalty taker? Why? Junior Kanye said it's an interesting thing. He said that Lelapo should actually play striker because he's got the height, we can cross to him. My only argument with that is that how clinical will he be in front of goal? It would have been an easy one because you focus your game on trying to get the through ball, overlap so you can run behind the defense. But will he finish? Is Lelapo a clinical finisher? That will be the only thing. Because he could be good. If he was a clinical finisher, he would be ideal. He's got the height, he's got the pace, he can shoot, he can dribble, he can beat a man. So look, this was a frustrating game. We lost to Arthur Zwane's team. Arthur Zwane, we know, is a former Kaizer Chiefs legend. I like the guy. Even him, I'm sure he doesn't like seeing, he's such a legend, he doesn't like seeing Chiefs losing, but it is what it is, man. Look, we're playing in the Telkom Cup on Sunday against Stellenbosch. I'm sure they would want to get their revenge on us. I'm sure they would have thought, Guti, if they didn't have a red card, they would have given us more of a game in the first game of the season. And look, man, we have to keep our head up. This was an important game to win, considering how the Premier League table looks, and now we've slowed down at a time when we should have been speeding up, man. So I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. I've been Letsi Letsolo. You've been watching the Bias Reporter. It's a bummer, man. It's a bummer. I'm feeling a little bit down, but like I say, you got to keep your head up, man. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Salute.